The ends justify the means. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both.
He who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived.
A prudent man should always follow in the path trodden by great men. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles.
Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Power is the pivot on which everything hinges.
A wise ruler ought never to keep faith when it is not in his interest to do so. The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar.
The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception.
A prince must imitate the fox and the lion, for the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves.
Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally.
It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver.
There is no avoiding war, it can only be postponed to the advantage of others.
The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. He who builds on the people builds on the mud. It is much safer to be feared than loved. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. The wise man does not reveal all he thinks, but always thinks all he says. The main foundations of every state are good laws and good arms.
It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret.
Fortune is a woman, and if you want to control her, you must treat her roughly.
Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others.
Wars begin when you will, but they do not end when you please. A man who wishes to act entirely up to his professions of virtue soon meets with what destroys him among so much that is evil.
He who becomes a prince through the favor of the people should always keep them friendly.